Do this in your 20s. Your friends will hate you for it. They'll call you arrogant, they'll say you've changed, and they'll be right, because you did change. Most men waste their 20s, partying every weekend, waking up hungover, broke, chasing girls who don't even remember their name. They call it living, but it's really just dying slowly. Most men die at 25. They just get buried at 75. You know what the people around you hate? The guy who leaves the group chat, the guy who skips parties to hit the gym, the guy who stacks money instead of spilling bottles. Because guess what? Those guys ain't fun. 2 years ago, I decided to make a change in my life. I was the kind of guy that I was extremely social, I liked to have fun. I didn't give a fuck about how I looked. I didn't care about my shape, my physical health. I didn't care about my income. And yes, I was surrounded by lots of friends. What's the trade-off now that I'm over here, living a life where I'm able to travel the world whenever I want, how I want, make money on the fly? What changed? The social circle, the environment. The circle gets a lot smaller when you start to take steps forward. Every time I go home, I can only hang out with certain select few people because I don't want to ruin what I've built. I've spent so much time to this sacred environment around me to surround myself with the right tools. So whenever I go home and old friends want to link up and they want to hang out, they always say, oh, you're too big for us now. No, brother, it's not that I'm too big for us anymore. I've changed and you haven't. Are you going to change to chase the ideal day in your life? Are you going to change to chase the ideal dream that you have? Like I said, when I was 20, I was that guy living in America. I was broke, I was invisible, but I was having a boatload of fun. They partied every weekend. I was joining them, thinking I was missing out if I didn't. It was my first summer in Texas, the year before I blew up on the internet. I said, fuck this. Instead of nights out, I woke up at 6 a.m., empty gyms, smell of chalk on my hands. I can remember it. That smell of the chalk, I can actually remember it. Instead of dropping $100 on nights out, I spent it on chicken and rice, gym memberships. And my friends, I got a little bit sad because as time went along, I noticed that my relationship with my friends kind of deteriorated. But the results showed. My body, my confidence, my lifestyle literally separated me from them. Now, this isn't to sit here, and put myself in the fucking clouds and say that I'm better than everyone else, better than all my friends. No. But the fact of the matter is, and it's a cold hard truth, is that I'm able to live this life right now that I have. Maybe I'm not any happier. I'll tell you this, happiness doesn't increase with income or circumstance. But life satisfaction does. I'm a much more satisfied man with myself. And when you're satisfied with yourself, insecurities go out the door. You no longer care about opinions. You say it how it is. You become more direct, composed, and confident. My friends, they might be happier because they get to see each other every day and they hang out and stuff. But are they satisfied? Ask yourself right now, are you satisfied with your life? If you answer this question correctly, which is, I'm not satisfied with my life. So do the thing that makes you satisfied. Another great discussion point I heard the other day by actually Andrew Tate. He said, don't be in the rush. Don't be in a rush to be that guy with the millions of dollars in the hypercars, supercars, whatever it is, glass house mansions. Don't be in a rush. Because once you get to that point, that's it. Your character evolution kind of stops and pauses. That's who you are for the rest of your life. You have to deal with going to prison. You have to deal with being hunted down. You have to deal with all the problems now because trust me, brother, once you start getting money, it kind of solves a lot of problems. If I look back on my self-improvement and my character development, a lot of the changes, a lot of the improvements to my character happened on the come up. Now, I'm definitely not where I want to be, but I've come a long way and I can safely say that character development definitely slows down as success goes up. So enjoy those moments. You might not be satisfied right now, but take satisfaction in doing the right things, in building the right habits, in waking up early, going to sleep early. Take satisfaction in, having a clean diet. Take satisfaction in having your standards high for relationships. Take satisfaction in the little things that you do correctly for the long-term gain. Stop taking satisfaction in having nights out with your friends and partying on the weekends. Stop taking satisfaction in wasting valuable time and wasting your youth on having fun. Like I said, do the thing that makes you satisfied. Do the thing that makes others hate you. You either be loved or you hate. And it's true, you have to split opinions. You have to have a strong identity. Here's the truth, your 20s aren't for wasting time, they're for separation. You separate through work, through satisfaction in the little details, through sacrifice, through doing what others won't so you can live how others can't. Let them call you arrogant. Let them say you've changed. Because the only thing worse than being hated for success is being pitied for failure. On my online community, The Game Plan, which you can find the link to down below, a community for self-improvement, a community for getting in shape, diet, mindset, everything locked in. We host frequent calls in there. And one of the calls we had maybe a month ago, a university student, brother in there asked me on the live call in front of everyone, he said, my friends, they do good. They do good in school, they've got good jobs, but they still party and stuff. And do I need to completely leave them behind to go all in? When I talk about all these things that I say, stop hanging out, stop bullshitting around, it doesn't mean you need to leave your friends. Don't do that. They might call you arrogant, but you don't need to be arrogant. All you need to do is do the little things correctly. Yes, in the short term, they might think of you a little bit weird. Your relationship with your friends might deteriorate, but the ones that are real, that stick around, those are true friends. And guess whose job it is to pull them out? Who else is going to set the standard? Who else is going to set an example? I talk a lot about my personal experience growing up, my friends back home, whatever. I always say those as examples. But guess what? I've made a positive influence in their lives because they look at me and they see what I've done and they see the hard work and they look back and they realize, okay, yeah, Zidane was onto something. So now what do? I see them. They try and make efforts. They try better themselves. You don't need to completely cut off contact with the people around you. You just need to understand and set boundaries, set expectations, and then set the fucking standard for those around you to look at you and be like, okay, that's the standard. Okay, that's what I need to do. Once you've set the standard for yourself, look to hang out with people who have a higher standard than you. Look to hang out with people, connect and network and become friends with people that have a higher standard. Completely push your boundaries, expectations, and your ceilings of what you think you are capable of. I used to think I was working hard enough until I woke up one day and I looked on the other side of the complex and I saw another content creator up earlier than me, working harder than me, and the results showed. So what did I do? Again, I pushed the limit. I went to bed earlier. I woke up earlier. I ate cleaner. I started weighing my food. I got completely obsessed, almost competitive. I put up a interesting video on my social media the other day, a Genghis Khan quote. He said, I don't want to be successful. I just want everyone else to fail. Something like that. People misunderstood it a little bit, but you need to have that competitive edge. As a young man in your 20s, you got testosterone boiling, you need to be fucking competitive. How can you sit back and relax when there's others around you? You watching right now, you might be the same age as me and look where I am and where are you? I do that often as well. Yes, competition is the killer of joy. You don't need to compare, but you need to compete. Okay, you need to be competitive. I look at men younger than me and what they're doing, and I see that as inspiration. You can be competitive in good heart, in a positive light, and push yourself to be inspired by those that are doing better. That's all I want to do with my content, is push you who are watching this right now to do better so that you can be satisfied with your life. Most of you will ignore this. Again, I say this all the time. You'll laugh, maybe, or you'll be inspired. I don't give a fuck. But you'll close the video. What are you going to do? Speed of execution. A few of you, a dangerous few, will cut the excuses, fix your body, stack your money, and build your dream life. And when you do, your old friends will hate you until the day they respect you. Set the fucking standard. So drop a comment right now. Are you ready to be hated? Are you ready to set the standard? Think about that. Stay hard, stay handsome, shape up or ship out. Catch you later.